Well, looks like we got some new motive power. A lot of new motive power. What's up, guys? Shadow Steel here. Welcome back to another episode of Railworks. Or not Railworks. Railroader. I got three things stuck in my head right now for different series. Speaking of railroads, Railroads Online in particular, this is the first video I've recorded after releasing the video of the censored version of the which probably you all also heard in this video. Turns out that the censoring actually did quite a number on people, did quite a bit for the views. So from here on, not for very much, but for probably the foreseeable future, depending on the video and depending on how much I curse in a video, I will be actively we will be actively what's the word? Can't think of the word. We will be actively censoring for a little bit. Not very often, so don't worry about that too much. But yeah, we are taking out our Royal Hudson here, the H1C, and we are going to take it out on the evening passenger train. If you haven't checked the time on the side there, it is pretty close to late, about 1840 some odd, somewhere around there. So we're gonna hook into our train here, back up into the diesels here, and we're gonna we should be mostly serviced. Yeah, we're mostly serviced. We need coal, but that's not important right now. So we'll back up in here. Good hitch. Connect the brakes. Inspect. Select, because we're in waypoint mode right now with this locomotive here. So we're going to go to manual control. We're going to release the brakes. And then we're going to MU and serve. Alright, you're good to go. But yeah, the H1C here that we got, it's an unfinished model. Technically I got... It's on the Nexus right now. You can download these, the Canadian Pacific Royal Hudsons, right off the bat. But I've actually, this is one of those locomotives that I was kind of interested in, because I saw a few, it's a long time, it was from a while back, but the Western North Carolina Railroad, they did a video, they kind of showed off the, okay, 420 East, there we go. They showed off the that particular service, and it was originally 2816, which is the Empress. She was featured in the video, but eventually the pack grew to include most of the Royal Hudson class. But yeah. Anyway, we are whoops. Okay, there we go. Closed. There we go. So we're doing some switching. We're doing a lot of operations here and there. So as of right now, let's check the dispatch board. He is left. He's in Hemingway right now. And looks like we'll have to set these switches out this way. Okay. And then we're going to go all the way to Almond, where the other train is going to have to take. We're going to have to do this. And that switch is set to normal, so we're already good there. Let's set these switches here so we can get the train out. And then Alarka Junction here. Okay, switches are aligned. Outbound. And then, let's see. Okay, Ella. We are set correctly out there. Thomas Valley. Oh, yeah, that's 100 that's sitting out there. Right. We're going to set these accordingly. And it looks like we've got him sitting there. Got a lot of action going on right now, boys. Alright, so he's clear of the block. We can get him sorted out of the way. We also have another mod out here right now. It is the Southern Pacific Bay Window Caboose that was recently released as well as of this recording. So we got that going for us, but we're kind of organizing things to get things going. He should be going into the block here so we can get the trains loaded. We have about 5 minutes before we can actually depart the station here. So what we're gonna do, while he's waiting, I'm gonna go to you real quick and do some short. Not you. Oh, picked the wrong locomotive. Okay, here we go. Got it. We're gonna select you. Gonna turn the brakes off on that locomotive. Gonna get him out of the way because we got service. We got another service coming the other direction. The express service is probably priority right now. I'm gonna get him hooked into that, and then meanwhile, while he's going around, I'm gonna get to you real quick and get this untied here. And then let's see. Pull the brakes. Well, that's not what I wanted to do, but okay. And we'll then do this. Kind of do it all in one motion here. I noticed recently in a couple of these videos that there's a little bit of slack between each of the trains here. Like when you pull forward, there's a little bit of slack action with the locomotives here. Okay, he's hooked into his couple. He's hooked into the bunch of cabooses there. That's good. Gonna pull to a stop here. And good hitch. And then release the brakes. And we have to tie the brakes on this car. And yes, I do have a large fleet of lightweights now. Okay. We are going to Silva, Dillsborough, and Whittier. No, not. Yeah, Whittier. We're going to copy the coupled. Got a few minutes before departure. Yeah, 8:50. Road service, forward. Gotta make sure that signal is cleared for him. Outbound. There we go. He's cleared back out, so he's got to right off the bat. You hear the. Okay. Okay. Once he's loaded up, he should be good to go. And we got some cars paid in. Wait, that was. Oh, still in. Really? That was still within range, eh? It's not what I expected, but okay. Fair enough. I guess it was. Yeah, I did pay for it there. Interesting. It's not what I expected. There we go. Handbrake off. That's a handbrake off. Thank you. I'll tack it onto this car here. And then 22... is it? Yeah, 2260. I need to bookmark some of these locomotives so I can get to them faster. Yeesh. Alright. We'll get you moving here. Get the brakes tied in here. Okay, release the brakes on that car. Then hook into that car. And then we'll back those around. And then, meanwhile, train number... what is it? Yeah, you. Because I don't think you are... Is he in Hemingway or where is he at? What do we got? Okay, Nantes, all... Okay, yeah, those trains are ready to go. We are going to do... We're going to back you around. Okay. We are going to do this. We're going to pull you back to the siding here. He's going to have to get leave for this track here. So, select you real quick. We'll go to number 10 because he's at Alarca. It's easier to just jump from train to train out here. Oh my god, maybe not. But yeah, we will send you out over here. I'll set the speed to about 25. He's good to go. Got the nickel plate road step top on there. And he's waiting. Yeah, Larga Junction departure is that. Okay, got it. All right. And then let me see here. Go to dispatch real quick. Okay, both trains are stopped here. Pretty good. You're hooked into your train, so we'll go pull that forward here real quick. Okay, brakes are tied in. Release the handbrake on the rear. Yeah, kind of evening services for once. But yeah, once night rolls in, I'm gonna have to turn up the cut. This is gonna be the first video I've done at the evening side of things, so I guess it is classified as the last trains of the day. All right, and then 100. While he's switching out these cars, I'm gonna go to you real quick. Then we're gonna drop off this car, the box car. I mean, technically I could kick him, but the AI is not the brightest. So set you off over there. Tie the brakes in. Oh, he's leaving now. Good. Which means the service in Ella is probably departing as well. Whittier is set to good. He should be leaving here. We're getting pretty close. He's taking the main. The stopping service is always going to be taking the sidings for the first class passenger trains. So, all right, we're good there. And then it looks like, yeah, you are hooking into you're backing up there. Good. All right. Oh, I remember. Now I remember what I'm doing here with this. Okay, fair enough. And then stop. Bonk. Yeah, there's a little bit of slack there. Not by much, but there's some. Alright, brakes off. Then go over to Silva, where we can drop this cargo off. There goes more money. Thank you. Alright, what we're going to do, we're going to send you off over on this track. We should be good all the way through. He's got the clear, so he's going to wait. Okay, and now that signal is good. All right, we're good. Signals are set up for that. And then train number 100. Where are you at? You've done some switching here, which is good. Kind of paying attention. You got to pay attention to everything I'm doing because this is the rush hour. This is the rush hour, boys. All right, brakes are tied off. Car is undone. And we are gonna set this off over here and double check on the dispatch board. He's clear through Ella now, so we're gonna do this. Okay, let's see. Whittier. Yeah. Okay, he's good through there. And then we should, yeah, Barker's has that issue where once you set the switch back there, yeah, he's clear of it, so we need to reset that switch. All right, there we go. Clear out of Barker's, so that's good. And once he gets his switching done here, he should be good. So not much in the way of operational, like switching is always switching is not the priority. It's kind of mid-priority compared to the express train, which I believe should be entering Gov Island now. Should be entering Gov Island, so it'll be a bit before he's cleared the blocks. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna set things up ready to go. And set that switch, and he's good to go. Cards are dropped off. Good to go. And this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna unhook the cars. Gonna hook into you. Now, in theory, we could probably make it to Whittier, and then, well, maybe not because he's already entering Gov Island. He's gonna be here pretty close. So let's see if we can make it at least into Whittier Yard where we can drop this off. So that wouldn't be too much of a problem. And then these switches need to be oh, no, that's already normalized. Got it. I always love using the Alco RS3 for switching moves out here. That's probably one of my favorite things to do. Or not switching moves, but like local service. That's one of the kind of jobs I like to do with this locomotive here. Alright, we are hitched in. Good hitch. Stretch them. Alright, let's get you out of here. Okay, he's waiting at the red board. The train is still not in the clear. It's approaching pretty rapidly. So we need to adjust the schedule just a little bit so that the stopping train kind of meets meets a little bit better out there. But yeah, right now, oh, I see what's going on. Okay, this is going to be the thing we're going to do. We're going to set this car over here on the main, and then I'm going to unhook you. Unhook you. There we go. So undo the brakes. There you go. Select. And then run around so we can get this going here. Good job. And then he's through Gov Island, or he's getting into Gov Island now. So he's going to wait at the siding here while this train gets clear. Oh, the switch is misaligned out there. Me. Forgot about this damn switch out here. Run straight into that siding there. There we go. Clear. Okay, good. All right. Well, that was close. And he's got, looks like 3 cars in the block there. So the whole train barely fits in the siding at Gov Island. Which is unfortunate, but, you know, it's what you got to do. All right. If he clears the block, we can get things set up here. Okay, he's going through the other block now. Okay, 1. So yeah, about a car and a half into the blocks there before you can actually have to set the switch. There you go. Clear to proceed. And then I think he just notified me. Okay, he's clear through no, he's still going up Barker's here. Okay. So that's clear. That is clear. The switches are lined backwards. And then we got to make sure that everything's good back here. We got a red block, but that's because he's blocking the switch back there. We're blocking the line back there. And then, how fast are you going here? Because you probably need to go faster. 35. Just ignore the speed limit. Okay. Well, there's another one. Meh. I definitely gotta keep an eye on this thing here. Yeah, that was one thing that I was really surprised by when I saw like the analytics for the Railroads Online video. If you don't know, I do a series on Railroads Online. I'm sure a lot of you are not interested in it too much, but yeah, it's something that I do. And the last video I did on Railroads Online, I actually censored myself because I swore about 13 different times in the video. Mainly because I was frustrated, but aside from that, it was just like, okay, this is getting ridiculous. I derailed twice in the video, but like it was one of those things where like, okay, yeah. So yeah, it was one of those situations where I was cursing so much that I felt like, yeah, this is not good. I can't be doing this throughout the entirety of the video. Because the video was 52 minutes long. I counted how many times I cursed, at least said the F and S word respectively, and it was about 13 different times in the 52-minute video. So and that's one of those things where and the way I censored myself was it was very much inspired by Heiss and his channel, because anytime somebody swears in that video, he bleeps it out with a whistle chime. I think it's a Denver and Rio Grande Western whistle or something like that. And it's just like very funny to hear it all of a sudden in a short burst, and like a lot of times you can tell what it is, but it's one of those things where it's like, okay, that's hilarious. I'm trying to make sure we have everything cleared out here. He's coming through Ella now. We might have enough time to get the car switched out and out of the damn way. If not, we will hold in the hole just outside of the yard. Are you past the signal yet? Jesus. We've got an approach out there. Where are you? Oh, there you are. You don't have a lot of time here, buddy. You are rapidly... Okay, here comes one train. Okay, he's on the normal switch there, so the other one can be cleared out. There we go. Set the signals. We're good. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, yeah. He's what the hell? He went through Ella fast. Okay. Okay, both trains are entering the yard here. We can hear him outside the yard here. What we're going to have to do, if he doesn't make it into the yard anytime soon, we're going to have to set the switches accordingly. Yeah, he's not going to make it in the yard on time. Jesus Christ. How slow is that? He's got to be in the block now. He just made it into the block. What the hell? Yeesh. Sir. Alright, well. That was not exactly what I was hoping for, but oh well. It's fine. And the other train has made it into the siding here. Set those switches accordingly. Cleared. Well, that's on reverse. Whoops. There we go. Get up the other train. Okay, Southern. Which I actually haven't shown off just yet. One of the locomotives I got on my roster right now. 1301 was the Streamline Pacific, but I decided to swap her out in favor of the new Streamline Hudson. But she's also... okay, this might be a problem. He's actually... no, he's still in the block. Okay, we still got plenty of time. Alright, Uppler undone. There we go. Still got a little bit of time. We can get it in the siding beforehand. Well, technically what I could do is, we don't need to have it fully on the plat. Like, we don't, as long as it doesn't leave the station ahead of schedule, we can just let it sit at the siding there and then get it out that way. Oh, wait, hang on. Brakes. There we go. Yeah, we're trying to do a lot of organization here at Whittier because this is the evening shift. This is the night shift, as some people would call it. Well, I was gonna say heist because that's the guy who he does the whole night shift thing. But yeah, we're kind of in night shift mode now. Okay. He's got an approach, diverging approach, really. Where is he at? He should be. Yeah, there he is. I hear him now. The express is approaching. Man, he makes it fast. He's in Whittier. Yeah. So this will be our passing siding for the two. That should be fine. All right. Ella, we need to set you to reverse. Right, not that way. Damn it! I did it again. There we go. And he's out of Thomas Valley, so we can get him out that way too. There we go. All right. Got a single boxcar in the line there, so that's not ideal, but okay. Okay, we're hooked in. Good. Inside the brakes. There you go. Coupler undone. Rear car has got its brake side, it looks like. Select. And set you off over there. He's hooked in. Dirkwood on that one. Select you. We're going to send you off to get serviced here because you're running low on water, cold water. I'll set you off over there. And then once you're clear of the block, which one is tied down here? There's a car that's tied down in the set. I don't know where. Is it the rear? I don't... Do we have any cars tied down on this set? Jesus Christ. I don't have a single car tied down. Yeah, I don't have a single car. That's probably a problem. There you go. Alright. We'll get him going here. Gov Island. All this is all set to go. You're going to need to Hook in. Thank you. Got it. Brakes are off. Let's go back to Illa, and we'll just drop this off right off the bat. We got nothing else to do here for this train. Oh, wrong locomotive. Damn it! I did it again. That's another one on the mark. All right, we're good. And let me see. He's at Whittier now. Good. We'll set the switches so we can get out. Switch you back over there. Little squeak there. You stopped at the red block there. Yeah, I know. You stopping at the red block there. Will we have enough room to get any of these cars on the platform? Damn. Okay, yeah, this is another censored one, isn't it? Dillsboro and Whittier? Really? We don't have that many passengers. Oh, most of them are climbing aboard here. Are we not on the block? Are we not on the station shop here? Hold on. No, we are. We just need at least one passenger car on the station's platforms. That way we can get it unloaded here. It should be. Oh, wow. They're all for silver. Holy. Yeah, there they go. Now they're loading. That will definitely show us what we got. Yeah, there we go. For 49 fares. Not too bad. Not too bad for that run. Can you get over here, sir? Yeesh. You are slow. 30 miles an hour, really that slow? At least on this railroad it is. Seems like anyway. Alright, select you. We'll get you serviced here. So manual control. Release the brakes. Get the train backed up. Or forward here so we can get it under the spout. Yeah, there's definitely slack. Just a tad, but not by much. I do like the paint on these particular locomotives. The number 2 and the 4500. Which, speaking of which, we actually need another mic on the roster here for the return trips of the Whittier's pulpwood jobs. Because we're kind of sucking up pulpwood here. Alright. With him being serviced, we're going to go to you real quick. Number 601. And then you have, oh dear lord. This is what we're going to do. We got a couple cars here that we need to drop off. Close the angle cock there. Open the brakes there. And then, yeah, just tie the brakes on this car here. Tie the brakes on that. That should be everything. And then we'll back up to the siding here. Set that there. And we'll drop off right off the bat the Union Lumber Company car that we need. That car needs to be dropped off pretty much quickly. I think that's a bit behind schedule here. We got some cars coming out from the Trackside. So if you haven't guessed, we are still building Red Marble, but we're in the last phase of Red Marble, but I'm going to hold off on the last 2 cars on the set until we get some more powerful equipment. I mean, I got a whole bunch of passenger train cars right now, so. Okay. He's clear to proceed. Oh, wait. I already have the switches set. Okay, good enough. Alright. Oh, crickets out there. Okay. He's set off. Good, good, good. Open the brakes. Open the angle cock there. Close them. Do that and that. And then we move around out to here. And I probably should have tied a handbrake just in case. Alright, we're backing up. Oh, we got a signal there. Hang on. There you go. Pass the signal of danger. You're good. Yeah, once we get him, once we get this once we get this car dropped off, we need to serve it, sit with water, cold and water before we had to head out to Hewitt, and then we're gonna drop off more cars. Oh boy, this is gonna be pain. So, do we have clearance all the way out? Okay, Alarka needs to be, the other service needs to be moved around. He's clear of the block. So what we're gonna do with you? We're gonna unhook you. Open the angle cockpit, or open the that. So we'll pull forward here. Set you. Oh, come on, come on. There we go. And then, meanwhile, he's at a stop signal. We will do this because he's pretty much. He should be cleared now. So go ahead, go clear. And then set those switches back to normal so we don't need to. Okay. If you haven't guessed, I've been pretty busy with just doing a lot of operational, logistical work really to get everything sorted here for the actual video to be recorded. That's one of the reasons why last Tuesday there was not a Railroader video. Because I was actually getting things sorted for this video, and it took me a lot longer than expected to actually get things sorted, and then I kept playing. But nonetheless, all right. You need to be service changed here because you are not the same service. There you go. There we go. I go around the Y there. The one benefit of the inner and outer Ys is that you can actually turn the trains at Alarka and then have the other, and also turn trains, larger trains around too. He's waiting for his timetable to stop. Yeah, so he moved. I figured he would move to get in the platform a bit better. So no passengers waiting. 35 freight contracts here. Let's see. Anything coming out? Okay, Cowie is clear. Get these cars moving here. And he's all the way clear to Silva. Good. Okay, he's clear all the way to Silva. The other trains are going to be waiting to depart here in a second here. And then, good. You are set. Get you pulled forward here a second. And then we're going to hook into the rest of the train. And then, meanwhile, I want to say it is, look, yeah, 601 is the one we're needing to do the switching here. So you're set off over here. So apply the handbrakes on that car. Uncouple the train. And we'll pick up the public works car. Over here. Diverging. Clear? Was it? Well, either way. There he is. And depending when these two freight stopping passengers depart, I could actually have them sent out back around the other way here, back to Whittier, where we can get service and where he can get the rest of the switching done. There's still more switching to be done at Whittier. Alright, where are you? There you are. Okay, you back up here. Shouldn't take too long. In fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to reset the switches here. Get him back out. At least to Whittier's siding, where we can get him sent around here. Okay, anything coming out yet? Not quite. Nanta is blocked up there a little bit, but we should be okay soon. Okay, there you are. You're hooked in. Good job. Let the brakes on that. Get that car set up. Let's set this on to that box car. Gonna do a little bit of push-pull service here. Yeah, we definitely need to get you service with water here before we do anything else. But the plan is, because we are going to be dropping off that car, the car in front of us over in this siding here, we should be good to go. Just to pull that whole thing to the water tower back behind us and then get that service. So. Alright, So we have dropped off the car at Farm Supply, so that means we can actually get you back to Whittier proper. Brakes off. Car's unhooked. Brakes are tied. I'll just move my camera over to Whittier. I don't think we have anything to pick up in the Whittier proper. We should have, yeah, it looks like we'll be okay here for a little bit, yeah. So what we'll do, we'll send you off over to grab the one the one gondola that's sitting out here. We'll send you out like so. And then, yeah, it looks like logs are unloading pretty slowly here, so that's good. You have filled up with water. Do we need coal on you? It's probably best to have it ready. Select you, and we're going to release the brakes, pull forward. Rip the throttle. And then, there we go. Stopped and filled. Alright, and then we do 601 here real quick. I like how all the passenger trains are the only ones with rostered crews, and everything else has got like some sort of something else, really. So what I'm gonna do essentially is I'm gonna run that car back to. Okay, looks like he's departing Whittier now. Good. Where the? Oh, just a little too far. Okay, there we go. Got that car off over there. Which means that, yeah, both these trains are leaving. That's good. In fact, what we can do, we can actually check on the roster here. Which one we got? Looks like 1302 is departing back for... yeah, he's the one that's departing for... Yeah, he's the one departing for the next station stop, so that's good. Okay. He's got the clear. That's good. He should be on track 2, right? He's on track 2. Got it. And now we need to get you set up, because you need to back up into your train. Got a little bit more time here on this situation here. So what do we got here? And oh, there goes the other one. So that means that switch needs to be flipped again. And he's left Whittier. So now we can set this back to the main. And should be good, actually. Once he gets clear of the block in Whittier Yard, we should be good there. And better yet, we need to make sure that we are set on the passenger cars here. The game is not happy exactly. Copy coupled, 4 cars. I'm actually debating on whether or not I can replace the service. These passenger cars with RDC cars. It would be multiple services a day, more than what we have right now. So the meat situation would not be ideal, what we have set up currently with these trains, because this is basically maximum. Like the amount of services we have here is pretty big. But with that said, I could set this up as a train that goes all the way to Bryson and then back as a bit more of a dedicated service. Because as it stands right now, this train terminates at Alarka Junction and doesn't go any further than that. But if I have an RDC service that goes during the later times, like all the way to Bryson, and then have this service handle trains out to Alarka Junction, and then the RDC service just handles a special service out to Bryson. That might actually work, but I have to figure out the timetable system right off the bat for that anyway. So, okay, he's cleared out of the yard there. Or he's getting in the yard there, so he's good there. He's out of the blocks. We'll get him sorted out through there. And then once he clears the block, we should be good to go. Alright, he's out of the block. He's good to go. Set the switches. Well, trains are departing on time, mind you. And then what we need to do, we need to set that switch like that. We'll set the switches back. And we'll set this like so. Oh, right. He's still on the block there, but that's fine. Alright, so he's in the station platform here. So we need to get you back to Alarka proper. I need to double check. I need to do some test runs with that idea, though. I would love to do a dedicated passenger service from Alarka Junction, Alarka proper to Bryson, and then back. And that would probably be a little bit more hectic, honestly, with how many trains I got going already. But I wouldn't expect it to be too heavy. Because as it stands right now, our timetable services are during the early morning hour. Like we got services going all the way to Alarka, but we don't go any further than that. There is a huge gap right here between the evening and the evening and the afternoon runs. So in theory, I could have a service from Alarka Junction to Alarka Depot. What the heck? I also got paid for... Oh, yeah, that's right. So I could have a dedicated RDC service that kind of goes in the afternoon, which would be kind of fun, honestly. Gotta admit. Come on. There we go. So we got him service. We got him stopped and spotted here. All right, coupler's undone, and he's got the approach to Whittier. There we go. I was trying to look for the number for 601. So what we're going to do here, we're going to get him spotted at the coaling tipple here, or the coaling conveyor? I don't know. We're going to set him out over here so we can get him spotted with coal. And then once we're clear of that, we will just drop off the boxcar here and then back this whole and get the caboose off here so we can get the whole train sorted now. So where are we at right now? He's coming up to Hemingway right now. Thomas Valley, so he's clear of Whittier. So we'll get that signal set up. Thomas Valley, he's still in the block there. Meanwhile, a lot of dispatching, a lot of chaos, evening chaos here. But yeah, a little bit more action than normal. So these are 4 tannery cars. Okay, so these 2 cars are tannery. These 2 cars are paperboard. It's probably best if I don't leave it on the switch there too much. Okay, let's go. Drop you off. Is that the paperboard or is that tannery? That is paperboard. We'll drop off the paperboard cars first. We got already 1 car empty of the Connolly Creek set. That's a pain. I almost want to set it up where I can actually have more. I might need more cars on that front anyway. And I think I have, yeah, that car's empty. So he's empty, so we can actually get him unloaded. We got, oh dear Lord. We got 3 cars loaded of paperboard supplies here. These 2 cars are still loading here, so that's impressive. So we'll have to switch that out as well. Speaking of services, you are still flying down the line here. I like that I got 3 F units and a whole bunch of lightweights behind me too. It's basically an excursion locomotive at this point. He's coming through a signal block there. Yeah, this is the signal block before Barker's. Alright, got it. Which means, yeah, you should be clear through Whittier. Get the first signal to Thomas Valley there. Okay. Meanwhile, 601. 601 is set up correctly. He's good to go. He's coming through the siding here. So yeah. Alright. We got a New Haven boxcar here. Alright. Alright. So we've got 1, 2, 3 paid cars. It's a good thing I got these cars out with me, because it gives me a little bit more reason to run. Alright. And then once we service with coal, we're gonna back you into the water tower here, get you service there. Where's 1301 right now? Yep, you're approaching yellow right now. Got it. Alright. 1301 is basically another Pacific. Okay, train 94. Okay. We could probably alleviate some of the issues with the service, actually. Alleviate some issues with the passenger service problems at Alarka. If we have we probably could do that, actually. Now I think about it, we could probably do that. All right. So there we go. If you ever hear me going off mic, it's because I'm looking over the corner of the screen to actually see what I'm doing. All right, so that's done. That's dropped off. Open the... Come on. There you go. Close the angle cocks. Car is undone. Train has dropped off its first set of passengers. Okay, brakes are on. We might... With how many passengers I've been loading lately, I might need more passenger cars for that service, honestly. I gotta admit. Because we just dropped off our passengers. Oh, it's Hemingway. Never mind. I think he just got to Hemingway and it's dropped off the passengers pretty quickly. But that's fine. Alright. We have essentially 5 cars. 5 cars... No. Oh, yeah, there is 5 cars because there's 1 car down here, too, that we need to pick up. Yeah, you need to be picked up, too. Forgot about you. Left you on the siding there and not even picking you up. But again, we didn't have enough time to do so. We need more pulpwood racks. With how many frickin' things of pulpwood we've been pulling? Yeah, we're gonna need more. Especially for the paperboard. The paperboard's sucking them up. Yeah, I think the paperboard's sucking them up. Did I increase the tannery, though? No, you're still on tier 3. Let's get you up. No. Oh, yeah, you're going up to tier 5 tomorrow. Got it. And then paperboard is currently at tier 4. So we're going to leave paperboard at tier 4 for a little bit. Because, yeah, I'm by the way, shaking my leg there. I have a little bit of a tick when I get bored, I guess. Not bored, but, you know. All right, hitch in. There you go. Close the angle cock. And then couple the train together. And now, what we're going to do, I'm going to pick up this 1 car here. Get the 1 box car out of the way. Oh, it looks like the tank car is almost empty too, but we'll have to wait on that a little bit. It might be ready by time interchange of service tomorrow. So, let's see. Where are you at? You are approaching the depot, aren't you? Nope. Never mind. Still climbing. 34 miles an hour, so that's track speed for you. Alright. Alright, 601. 601, you are ready to load up the coal here. Nope. Keep doing that. Release the brakes. Throttle open. Get her moving. Just enough where we can get you under the cooling tip here. Perfect. Brakes on. There you go. Slam the brakes on full. Go. Fill her up. So she's going to fill up with coal, and then we're going to fill her up with water in a second. All right, so not a lot of action with the locomotives here, but you know. Okay, he's in Ella right now, so he's good there. He's coming up to Cowie already. That's impressive. Train lines need to be cleared out to there, and there. Got it. He's coming through. And the other train over at Alarka Junction is waiting. We will probably have everything serviced here before the day's end, so should be good. Oh god, I'm tired a little bit. How long have I been? I didn't even check how long I've been recording. 15 minutes already? Yeesh. And it's getting kind of dark, so I'll need to... Yeah, hold on. You can see the lag going out there. Get back over here. Get a good screenshot before we end the video. This is actually pretty cool. That's a nice one. Yeah, I'll do. Here he comes. We're almost to Silva, though. It's not too bad. I feel like this is a more directional mic than I'm used to. Here he comes. You hear the crossing. And with the sun actually setting here, it actually might be a good time to end the video. So, like and comment down below. Subscribe if you guys want more, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.